Hi guys, today we'll be doing an extreme makeover of my youngest daughter's bedroom. This is her first room by herself. She used to share a room in the bunk bed with her sister before, but since we moved to this house, she got her own bedroom. And I was so happy to personalize it according to her taste. And my little girl loves bunnies. So it was not difficult for me to find a thing for the room. Bunnies. A lot of bunnies. It took me probably 4 months to finish, partially since I was waiting on the bed to arrive for so long, and partially since I'm a single mom of 2 little girls, and life, as you can imagine, always gets in the way. If you're new here, my name is April, and besides 2 adorable girls, I have an amazing German Shepherd puppy, who is, at this point, I call him a little pony, because he's 100 pounds and 8 months old only. Yes. He's adorable. We got this beautiful 120-year-old New England farmhouse last summer, and since then I've been renovating it by myself. This is the second room that I finished, and that's how it looked when we moved in. I also have a footage of it 6 months later, and it's so sad and so dark and lonely. Now you know why I wanted to finish this room as soon as possible. And if you stay till the end, you'll see why it is an extreme little girl bedroom makeover. The end result is unrecognizable, so memorize this image for now and let's get started. It is an old house and the previous renovation was done who knows when. I decided to take down everything unnecessary and start from scratch. Demo part took a while. Well, there wasn't that much demo, I mean not like I was taking down walls and building new ones, but I took down some old hooks and shelves from above the window. Unexpectedly, it took me longer than I thought. At some point I felt the shelves were cemented to the wall since they were painted over repeatedly, but with a bit of elbow grease I got the stubborn suckers down. I found that using metal putty knife and a hammer can do wonders in a situation like this. Just gently tap on the handle of the putty knife with a hammer, it's gonna work wonders. At this moment I'd like to apologize for some very weird angles that you can see. The thing is that my kids broke down my tripod like while playing with it, and it took me 4 hours to order a new one. It was like one of those moments of motherhood when you're trying to do something, when you set your intention, and then something happens and you completely forgot to do it for months. So don't judge the video quality on the first part of this video, please. Please. It's gonna get better towards the end. This room clearly has been painted so many times that the window stream sunk into the walls, leaving them on the same level as the walls. Or maybe it's just a natural sinking process, I'm not an expert in that, but it was clear that I had to fix it for it to look nice again. I found similar trim that the other doors in the house had, and luckily for me it was just a standard trim from the department store. So I measured the windows and the door and got to work. I cut trim on my miter saw at 45-degree angle and I used red nails to secure it to the windows. I did the same for the door and oh my god, it was already looking so much better. Then I caulked the gaps and wow! $30 of trim literally just changed the entire look of the door and 2 windows. This is what I call DIY on the budget at its finest. Next thing I added was crown. I'm one of those weirdos that think that every woman deserves a crown, but every room also deserves a crown. But unfortunately, it's above my pay grade. I've tried to do it myself, it did not work well, it was a complete disaster. I had to ask for help. I'm doing the crown molding. Look at this, the 2 pieces already are in there. And I invited my friend to help me out, but he's a bit too shy, so he doesn't want to show his face on that. So let's see, and this is definitely a job for 2 people, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking when I thought that I could make it myself. I'm very grateful for my friend's help and I respect his privacy, so there will be no videos of how we made it. And by we, I mean he pretty much did everything while I was just holding the board. So here's some footage for you of me fixing the gaps between the crown and walls and patching up all the tiny holes from the nails after the crown was already installed. The main issue with installing the crown in this room, and what I've learned later in this whole house, is that the ceiling and the walls are highly uneven. We had to bend over the crown a few times, and you can see how crooked it is if you stand up on the ladder and look from on the ceiling. But hey, we try to stay positive here, and we're not gonna be bothered by such a little tiny things as uneven walls and uneven ceilings, right? After the crown, I added a chair rail 4 feet from the ceiling. I used my laser level, which was quite helpful and beneficial to get the job done faster. By the way, you can find all the links to all the tools that I used in description. A usual rule of thumb for chair rail is 2/3 from the crown. But that would mean less paint and more wallpaper, and since I was trying to do it on the budget, I decided to cut down the space where the wallpaper will be, and substitute it with the paint. That's why I placed the chair rail kind of in the middle. When I was done, I saw that not only the ceilings is crooked, but the walls are as well. As a responsible put together adult, I labeled them dancing walls. Decided to have a good day and not to be bothered by this very slight disappointment. I also plan to add picture molding in the bottom half of the wall, but since walls are so crooked, it would visually bring attention to the issue, so I opted out of adding those squares. Probably a week later, I patched the walls, cleaned it up, and got excited for the new part of the project: painting. For the paint, I used the Portuguese Dawn color by Bear in 2 sheets, actual for the walls and semi-gloss for the trim. I just love a combination of this particular 2 colors of the paint and the wallpaper. What do you think, guys? Bye bye ghost that Sia drew at some point on Halloween to keep her company. As opposed to the library that I recently painted, to paint this room was a break. The color looked gorgeous throughout. I was listening to true crime podcasts and had such a fun time. And here's some therapeutic footage of me painting the walls. I don't know about you, but I just love to watch other people paint. And then I did it again. I painted the ceiling with the same dark pink color. If you watched my previous video where I finished the library, you can see that this is quite a controversial subject. When I put the poll on Instagram, this time people were on my side though. I mean, I kind of feel that maybe they started trusting me in this process. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I painted the ceiling, no regrets, but the jury is out, so let me know in the comments what do you think about painted ceilings. I wish this video was sponsored by Spoonflower, but as of now I didn't receive any offer to collaborate. Spoonflower, if you're watching it, this is your cue. Spoonflower has so many gorgeous patterns to choose from. I've never done wallpaper before, so I asked my beautiful and kind friend to come and help. She also prefers to stay anonymous, so I didn't take videos of her. And she basically showed me how to do it, explained how to go around tough corners, and finished most of the room, till we ran out of wallpaper. Well, clearly math isn't my strong suit. I actually was 2 rolls short. And I didn't account for the matching patterns that the bunnies were supposed to be aligned. That's why I had so much leftover paper, like the little small cuts that I couldn't even use anywhere. So I had to wait for another week to get delivery of 2 extra rolls to finish with the wallpaper. Whoops. When the wallpaper was delivered, I finished it myself. Peel and stick wallpaper is so easy to install if you follow a few simple rules. First of all, make sure that the design matches when you apply it. When you peel the backer paper from the top to smooth it out in parts as you go. This is gonna make it easier for you to apply it. Another thing that I would like to mention, you need to have a very sharp knife to cut the excess. At some point the blade became dull and it was so much harder to cut the smooth line. You also need to make sure to overlap it 1 inch when you're applying, like one side and then another. So it's been already months and I finally decided to finish this door because this is the only door that is not painted because, as you remember, I was debating if I should take it down or and put a curtain on or just keep the door. So in the end I decided you know what, I'll keep the door, but it took me probably over months to get to this point where I'm gonna paint it. Well, it is what it is. This would wrap up the first stage of this renovation, and that was right on time because the bed was finally here. I mean, only 7 months later. It was such an exciting moment and I wish I took a video of the guys assembling it, but I was so excited and so jumpy that I didn't take any videos, so yeah, sorry guys. No video of you for that. If the first stage of this makeover was enjoyable but messy, the second part was just pure pleasure. It was time to decorate. Since the walls are so dark, I decided to go light with the furniture. The bed is light grey, as you can see, and I had my eyes on the budget-friendly IKEA dresser, but couldn't justify to pay full price for it, so I went on Facebook Marketplace and I was in luck. I scored a perfect hemless dresser in excellent condition for half of the price. And for the nightstands, I got these cute bow knobs from Amazon. And if you ask me, they completely transformed the look. They add such a fun, cute detail and fit perfectly with the overall room. I was going for a moody but sophisticated and playful vibe in this bedroom. So I chose rich, dusty rose velvet curtains. It's a bit an unusual choice for a 4-year-old bedroom, but I love it, so shh, don't say anything. For contrast, I got the brass curtain rods with ring hooks and matching curtain holders. I must admit, rings hooks aren't the perfect choice for a little girl's room, and I need to come up with a better solution. Since the rings don't hold heavy curtains very well, at the same time, I'm not sure what hooks would be able to hold a little monkey pretending it's a jungle. Well, if you have a solution, send it my way. So the next step was to hang the canopy, and I'm not gonna lie, I already tried 3 times and every time my kids would just knock it down. So I tried it with the drywall anchors, I tried it with just like a regular hook, I tried it with this one, and nothing really worked. So this is probably my last try, and if it's not gonna work, we'll have to pivot and to put some sort of wooden plank over there so it would be secure, but I'm not sure if it's gonna look nice. But anyways, so let's try last time. This is our last chance to make this canopy work. Wish me luck. So this is basically a problem. So the stud is over here. Where is this? Is the stud, and I need it to be here, between the studs. But even when I tried to drill it in the stud, it still didn't work. So I'm kind of hopeless a little bit in the moment, but well, we'll see. Well, I'm not sure how pretty it's gonna look, but at least there's gonna be no hole. My sister found these adorable bunny pictures in Texas and shipped them over to me, and I absolutely love it. They fit so well with the room. We added some other cute details like this adorable bunny lamp, white bedding, and voila! This is how the room looks now. My little bunny is ecstatic about this room, to the point she couldn't stop bragging to my oldest daughter how much she loves this room. So you know what's coming next? My 6-year-old bedroom makeover. So if you're new, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned to see another bedroom makeover. I'm probably gonna make a poll or something to compare which room you like better, because they're completely different, but both equally amazing.